Harry Potter and the Adventures in Wonderland. By Caleb, and the Dreamily AI app. Hermione found herself staring into the mirror, watching as her reflection stared back. She didn't know why she'd been drawn to this room, but there was something about it that made her feel like she belonged here. Like she had a purpose. She knew she wasn't supposed to come down here, but there was still no way out of it. Her feet were planted firmly to the ground as she waited for whatever might be coming next. There were many possibilities, each more terrifying than the last. But then a door opened and a man stepped through. He was tall and lanky with dark hair and glasses, dressed in a white lab coat. "Harry? Is that you? And why are you wearing a lab coat?" asked Hermione curiously as he came closer. She was still standing on one leg, so when he reached her he knelt down to get at eye level. His face lit up in recognition, though his expression quickly morphed into confusion. "Harry? Who's Harry?" he asked. She probably mistake her for Harry Potter. Suddenly, the real Harry Potter is here. "Maybe you're in Wonderland. The world where Alice visits," said Harry. "The world where magic existed." "That makes sense," mumbled Hermione. She could never explain how she got here, or what happened between here and the magical plane. All she knew was that she had been transported to another dimension. Now, that would have sounded ridiculous if it weren't true. The two continued talking as they wandered around the room. Eventually, Harry stopped in front of one of the shelves. His eyes went wide as he pulled out a book. It was an old black and white photograph, looking as if it hadn't seen sunlight in decades. It looked almost exactly like the photographs of Hermione's family from before their time. Hermione recognized some of them. "Where's Hogwarts? You know, the school for witchcraft and wizardry? Am I dreaming?" asked Hermione as she looked over his shoulder. The title page read Hogwarts, A History. She was curious to see what Harry saw, but he shook his head. "No, we're not in a dream." "Not yet," said Harry. Hermione felt a tinge of sadness at those words. Maybe this wasn't even Harry's dream world. "What? Then where are we?" asked Hermione confused. "I don't know. Maybe somewhere between here and there. But this place isn't a dream, either," said Harry as he flipped through the pages until he found something he wanted. He found a sign that said "Welcome to Wonderland" in bold letters. The whole thing was covered in a bright pink glittery paint. Hermione giggled as Harry showed her the sign, making sure that Harry understood it was just a sign for fun. "So that's where Alice fell down the rabbit hole and came here?" asked Hermione. Harry nodded. "This must be where Alice went," said Hermione, pointing towards the sign.